Hey everybody, I just had a nice good old-fashioned moments before starting the show panic, but it looks like I was able to troubleshoot it in time, and we're gonna get started. So I know that this is pretty much the exact opposite of the day when I normally stream. I normally stream Saturday afternoons and not weekday mornings. But today is a special day. Hey everybody. Yep, today is the 30th anniversary of Pokemon, and we're going to give the proper respect to our leading brand, a questionably managed monster training simulation game, by playing some more of the original game. Now, this is a playthrough I've been working on since 2024, around October, September 2024, if I remember correctly. But we're on our way back to Saffron City. And while we wait for the Pokemon Presents event to begin, we're going to catch the Snorlax and do some shopping, so that next time around we can get straight into Saffron City for the first time. A sleeping Pokemon blocks the way. Oh, I guess. Yeah, silly me, and thinking that the Pokeflute would automatically play. I have to manually select it from my inventory. I've certainly am well stocked on healing items and Pokeballs. Where's the... There it is. There's the Pokeflute. Yeah, the Pokeflute awakens sleeping Pokemon, for those who aren't familiar. Na 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 na. And that's going to be the last time we hear that full version of the Pokeflute theme for this playthrough, because you only hear it when you wake up the two Snorlax. We fought the first Snorlax that was on the east side of the map, but we didn't really have Ultra Balls, and it was a pain in the butt, so we'd attacked in a grumpy rage. Okay, now we can take care of it, though. Add it to our Pokedex. Wild Snorlax appeared. Go Jigglypuff. Okay. We're gonna start with Sing. Nice! We instantly put it to sleep. Alright. Let's try Body Slam. Okay, that's actually pretty decent. Wow, you could this is a night and day difference of how much stronger we are. Okay. So let's use a Pokeball? No, we need to use... I think there's some... I'm gonna try this. What I heard is that there's some kind of programming quirk where Great Balls work better than Ultra Balls in certain, very specific situations. Okay. Okay. We'll put... Okay, if it wasn't asleep anymore... If it doesn't make any... If it wasn't asleep anymore, that makes sense. Yeah, because we were level 25 before, now I think we're level 35. We're definitely a lot stronger, because we were just leaving... We had just finished Celadon Gym, and now we've just finished Koga's Gym. We can... Yeah, okay, they're asleep. We use the Great Ball. And... Ah, darn it. Okay. Let's use an Ultra Ball. Let's see. Ultra Ball. Yeah, he's not being he hasn't used any aggressive any damage dealing moves yet. But we definitely want him to sleep. Okay. Sing. Didn't affect it. Doggone. Yeah, finally some damage dealing moves. And we aren't instantly knocked out, which shows how much stronger our team was than before. And good, they fell asleep. We like to see it. And didn't wake up first turn, fortunately. I don't know if that could happen in Gen 1, but we'll throw an Ultra Ball. And they're still asleep, so we'll, if we do catch the Snorlax, we're gonna do some shopping. Nice. Okay. Now we're gonna do some shopping next. That was... But trying to catch Snorlax before was like a boss battle. And now it's like very, very lazy. Just eats and sleeps. As its rotund bulk builds, it becomes steadily more slothful. Do you want to give a nickname to Snorlax? No. No, we're not doing that. Yeah, we're not gonna play. We're not gonna actually train it or battle with it. Enjoy the slope, cycling road. And now we are back to Celadon City. And I have not taught a Pokemon Fly in this playthrough yet, so... Item... No, how much money do we have? Oh, we only have $2,000. I thought we'd have more than this. We're gonna definitely be investing in... Well, actually, for now, we could sell some of the Pokeballs. Let's sell most of our Pokeballs. Yeah, it's not like we're gonna encounter a shiny. They don't exist in Gen 1. So let's get 900 for... And we sell... Oh. Did I not give the gold teeth back to the Warden? Did I not... Why would I not give the gold teeth back to the Warden? That's weird. Okay, Ultra Ball. We got a Super Potion for free at some point. We'll sell 4... Okay, I'm gonna look a little better now. Let's go back... I didn't think I'd be doing this, but let's go back down south to Fuchsia City. And we will give the gold teeth back to the Safari Zone Warden. We'll hop on the bike to make it a little faster. And yeah, today we are using our green screen filter. I'm playing this with an actual cartridge on the Analog Pocket. This is not my childhood copy, unfortunately. That one got stolen when I was a kid. But this is a copy that I got. It was long enough. It was like 2002 or 3 or so. So it was around that time when it's like, oh, Pokemon, I remember that. I'm so nostalgic for it, whatever. But there was nothing rare collect. I bought this as an impulse purchase at GameStop. Whereas Pokemon, buying a copy of Pokemon Red would definitely not be an impulse purchase nowadays. You know, it's a considerably expensive and in-demand game. I cannot believe I did not give the... You know, I went through this whole ordeal as a kid, trying to find the gold teeth for the Warden. And I guess it turns out I just forgot to give him back to him this time. I used the player's guide. I have a cool thing. I don't have it ready actually right now. Also, any Sodor lore readings are going to be refunded this time around. So, yeah, all his teeth are false though. Okay, which is this? This is the Warden's house. Safari Zone Warden's home. Who just has their profession that explicitly listed on front of their house like that? H gave the gold teeth to the Warden. The Warden popped in his teeth. Thanks, kid. No one could understand a word that I said. I couldn't work that way. Let me give you something for your trouble. H received HM4. HM4 teaches strength. It lets Pokemon move boulders when you're outside of battle. Oh yes, did you find the secret house in Safari Zone? If you do, you win an HM. I hear it's the rare Surf HM. Wow, good thing we already got that in our collection. I don't know what is in there. Let's see, which of our Pokemon can learn Strength? I'm sure several, at least a couple of our Pokemon can learn it, but let's see what we've got to deal with here. What we've got to work with, okay. We don't need, yeah, we might as well keep the escape rope, but... Booted up an HM, it contains strength. Teach strength to a Pokemon. So Gyarados can use it. Jigglypuff can use it, and Charmeleon can use it. So half our team is able to learn it. Jigglypuff can learn strength. I mean, Wigglytuff... Jigglypuff is not what do you think of as like a strong Pokemon, physically speaking, right? But, you know what? I think what I'll do, here's what I'll do. We'll get one of our nuggets out of the We have a nugget in the PC, which is an item that there are only a few of in the game. It's an item that only exists for the purpose of selling for large sums of money. I think the time has come to dip into our little bit of our savings and buy us some supplies, because we are about to go to Saffron City to intervene in a ongoing terrorist attack against the Silphco building by Team Rocket. Alright. So we'll deposit for now. We don't need to teach strength to a Pokemon right now. HM4 was stored via PC. And I'm keeping TM6, which contains Toxic, which amazingly all of my Pokemon are able to learn. And if it's a good move, I'd like to teach it to one of them. We have 3 Moonstones. That's as many Moonstones as we'll ever need. We'll need those Moonstones to evolve our Nidorino into Nidoking and our Jigglypuff into Wigglytuff, but I want them to learn a few more moves before we do that. Okay, so we're gonna actually get out an escape rope. We already have 1. So now we have 2 escape ropes in our... And we'll get the SS ticket we'll never need again. Max Ether we'll use that for the final boss. Lift key we'll never need again. Sylph Scope we'll never need again. Where's the nugget? And I don't plan on gambling, so... Yeah, just 1 nugget. Get the rest later. And since we're already in a Pokemon Center, we might as well heal up our team, even though only Jigglypuff lost some HP and a few power points for their moves when we went to catch that Snorlax. Alright. So if we go over to... Yeah, we'll go ahead and put on... We'll equip the bicycle and go up. We have to go north up Cycling Road to get back to Celadon. And with our money we have, because that actually saved us time since we had to go south to give the Safari Zone Warden the gold teeth anyway. Oh, and I forgot that, yeah, you have to... It's an uphill path. I know, like, in terms of the graphics, we are going up. But within the context of the game world, we aren't just going north, we are physically traveling uphill here. And if I let go of the B button, you see it actually automatically starts rolling back down to the I guess, the slope. So it's an interesting attempt at actually realistically... An attempt at representing a slope in the game world in a way that otherwise isn't attempted. Like, I can't think of anything in Zelda Link's Awakening that tries anything similar to this. Yeah, we spent the whole last stream, back last Saturday, making our way through a bunch of these guys. Alright. Now, if we go in here... Now we can buy... Let's see how much money we have. Well, first we'll have to sell... Yeah, we'll have to sell something first. We'll have to sell the gold bar. Yeah, you don't have to go to a pawn shop or anything. Just regular average department stores also, like, randomly buy things from customers as well, because it's an RPG. You know, it's one of those conceits that's lampooned in the Toby Fox games. We'll get 5,000 for that. Wow. Okay. Okay, good. Now we have 10,000. So let's buy... No, these are all TMs. We don't want TMs. Is there anything... Actually, let me first check. How many revives do I have with me? Revive 7. I'll buy 4 revives. Which will take us to 7. Revive. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Alright. I feel like we're gonna need a lot of revives. And we'll go to the rooftop and buy a bunch of lemonades. and a bunch of soda pops. At this point, we have, not only do we have plenty of fresh waters already, but we'll use those to top off, if someone only just lost a few HP and we want to have them be ready, but we'll buy. Okay, so... Okay. Alright, so 6... 7... Oh, doggone. I didn't mean to do that. 7... 8... 9... 10... 11... Okay. I should have 11... No, that's my Pokemon list. Okay, 11 soda pops. Now we'll buy lemonades till we don't have any more money. Okay. If I can't get... Oh, doggone. Me and my button mashing. Okay. Okay, lemonade. And... Okay. How many more can we afford? That's what I'm concerned about. Okay. It looks like we can get this and 2 more, maybe. No, really more like this and 1 more. Okay. Let's see how we're stocked up. 7. Like, what do we have? Do we have anything I can actually get rid of right now? Yeah. 8 paralyzed heal. 2 is... These 8 paralyzed heals may well last me through most of the end of the game. TM6, a super potion. Let's use that super potion first. Consider it 1 more soda pop. And I believe soda pop heals more than lemonade right now. Okay. Alright. Well, we'll just go back to the bottom floor. Actually, no. I might as well. I actually am. I'm gonna... No. If there's a time to stock up, it might as well be now. So I'll go get my other nugget. We're not going to use the rare candy. We're not going to use the rare candy. We're not going to use missing no to replicate items. So we are going to have a truly limited number of these, but if now's not the time to use them, then I can't say what is. Okay. Withdraw. Yeah, the funny thing about this is you can only carry a certain number of different types. You can only carry, let's say you could carry like 20 different types of items, like 20 you could carry a Pokeball, a Ultra Ball, a Great Ball. You could carry 20 unique types of items, but you could carry up to 99 of each, which is, I don't know how the physics quite work out on that, but it's one of those video game logic things you're not really meant to think too much about. Just like the fact that we can go into a department store and haggle and well, you can't haggle, but the fact that you could go in and sell things. Okay, sell. We want to sell the other nugget. Alright. It hurts, but I think we only get... I have 1 in my inventory. Oh my goodness, lady, please. Don't be... I have to walk all the way around you to get back to the stairs. Jeez. Okay. Make our way back to the top. And here we are at the rooftop. So we've got 18 fresh waters, 11 soda pops. We'll buy 1 more soda pop. 12. And then we'll buy a bunch of lemonades. Unfortunately, that's the thing about lemonades, is that these soft drink items, you have to buy them one at a time, because it's a vending machine. I think in future games, eventually you'd be able to buy from vending machines in groups, but these are kind of, for their price, they're... Oh, another freshwater. Oh, boo-hoo. Okay. It will be useful. There's no possibility that I will not make good use of these. Oh, doggone. No, I didn't mean to do it again, though. So let's take a stock of our... We have 11 lemonades. 12. 13. 14. And we'll buy a couple more soda pops. Alright, we're sub 2,000. Don't want to blow all our money. We'll get ourselves up to 15 soda pops and 15 lemonades, okay? So, alright. You know, last year, well, I guess I'll talk more about... $1,137. Okay, we got 15 of each. Let's buy one more of each. I'm gonna buy one more of each. So we have 15 to use, because I like to leave one, just so I don't have to rearrange my, Okay, so... 20 fresh... Well, you got our bicycle. 20 fresh waters, 20 soda pops. You got revive. Okay. And actually, because it's only a few away, I actually am going to... No. Okay. Poke Flute with Super Potion. Poke Flute with... Revive. Antidote with Revive. TM6 with Paralyze Heal. Escape Rope with Paralyze Heal. Antidote with Escape Rope. And I'll actually switch with the Antidote. And now my items are in the ideal order I'd like to have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And so I think I have 9 more item spots. And we have 2 escape ropes if we need them. We are next time around we are going into a major dungeon of the game, the Silphco Infiltration Liberation mission. But we'll come out into the bright open sunshine of Celadon, and we'll save our game with 38 hours in, and I have tried to be reasonably I'm streaming under special events, and I don't know. Let's see. Alright, I'll change the name of the stream, because it's not often that I actually have a stream this empty. Not that I'm the biggest streamer in the world, and not that I need an audience to do a show, but... Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Now okay, so if we... First off, we're gonna make sure... Okay, one thing we do have to do in between games, because we're gonna play Pokemon Pinball for a minute. But first, I want to check the official stream video hasn't been up yet for the Pokemon. Okay, all right, here it is. Okay, so. I don't want to see. Okay. Share. Copy. Alright, we've got to go. First of all, I guess we'll add it right here. Okay. Now. Actually, yeah, I guess actually we can edit it right here. No, that's just YouTube. That's an old one. Don't get excited, everyone. It's just an old one that I had for testing purposes. We're going to switch it to the new one. Yeah, I just used an old Pokemon Presents event to test the volume. And it starts in 33 minutes, so... Where's my timer? So we could add that. Okay. Now you just zoom this up. There you go. And zoom this down. No, you don't want to make it smaller. Yeah, there we go. Put that right there while we wait. Zoom it down. Yeah, make it a little bigger. I basically only do this once a year, and I'm only streaming this because it's the 30th anniversary. Now, if we go to okay, cool. We already have it set up here. All right, we're good. All right, so now we can play some Pokemon Pinball while we wait. Where's my... There we go. Hey, cool. Actually, let me check my my one social media presence here. Okay, it looks like that's up. Alright, looks like we're in good shape. Some ads are gonna run. I'm not going to stop them. I'm going to run ads again just to make sure they don't interrupt the actual presents when it's time for anyone watching with me. Alright, we'll start with Red, because I traditionally start my sessions with Pokemon Red, but so we have start from Pallet Town. Oh, doggone. Okay. Now, as with many of the times that I am playing, I'm using... Unfortunately, I don't have... I don't know, could I do this with... Yeah, actually I could do this with a third monitor. Which I don't... Actually, I have a third monitor, I'm just not sure where it's at, because I'm letting the back room of an apartment, and I don't have... Because I have so little space to put my stuff, I tend to lose things, because I have to put them away so tightly packed in order to make enough room for me to live in the meantime. Alright, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Okay, I actually... I forgot that I had to press the button to actually, hey, a small little bonus. Hey, that's fine. There we go. Straight up that ramp there. Oh, come on. Alright. Now, I personally... I still say my favorite video pinball game of all time has got to be Nintendo's Versus Pinball. And back when I used to raid into people I wasn't already familiar with, it was a more innocent age on Twitch, I ended up meeting one of the coolest people I know on Twitch through that. It was fortunate that they ended up actually... well, I learned more about Nintendo's Versus Pinball because apparently the marquee, they use a photograph of a pinball table with like little Donkey Kong stickers put over it, and the pinball table they use is Stern's Meteor. which was a tie-in from the 70s movie. Alright. Yeah, even though this is only 10 years... So this came out in like 98, and I think 99 in the United States. So to a certain extent... I mean, at the time, the launch of the Game Boy really did feel like ancient history to me. But really, it's only 10 years later, but it's still kind of incredible that this game is running on the fundamental underlying code of Revenge of the Gator, which was a game from 1989. So this is literally, I mean, this Game Boy itself came out in 1989, but so in one way or another, it is being powered by 80s technology. But the fact that this game is running on technology that predates my awareness of such things, my interest in the Game Boy and Game Gear and all that. Now, I did grow up, I remember seeing commercials for the original Legend of Zelda, and I knew there was a Nintendo Entertainment System and a Super Nintendo Entertainment System. I didn't know the difference between them. I didn't care much about video games until I saw the first commercial for Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, one of the first commercials, you know, with Anita Stokes, president of HAG. And they actually, yeah, she definitely sold my family a Game Gear and roped me into the Sega fandom and Sonic. And I can't say what kind of person I would be, how the development of my interests and tastes would have otherwise developed if I did not grow up with Sonic the Hedgehog. Because if it wasn't for Sonic, I really was not interested in Mario. I became interested in Mario because I was interested in video games. I became interested in video games because of Sonic the Hedgehog. So I can't say without Sonic I would have been until years later that I would have gotten interested in video games. And then just thinking of not just Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, but in particular, you know, that was a major part of I remember those weekend mornings, you know, before school, weekday mornings before school. My mom would make me a hot breakfast, or waffles, pancakes, and scrambled eggs, and something like that. And she would, or a cold cereal every once in a while, like Captain Crunch was a particular favorite of mine. And I would love to watch Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, which back then would come on before school started. And I was just thinking the other day, I was in line for something, I was just remembering this for the first time in a long time, how me and my friends on the playground would play Sonic the Hedgehog. And somehow the rules of Sonic the Hedgehog were you choose who gets to be Sonic and who gets to be Tails, and I liked Tails as much as I liked Sonic. So, you know, a lot of kids would probably fight like, oh, I want to be Sonic. No, I want to be Sonic. No, I wasn't like that. I was like, if I want to be Sonic, it's cool because I like Sonic. If I want to be Tails, it's cool because I like Tails. And plus, he's kind of like the younger brother, the little kid. Like, just like how I didn't really watch Batman the Animated Series until they introduced Robin in, like, the second season, I think. Because I tended to relate to the younger characters. Like, even with Scooby-Doo, I know Scrappy-Doo, there's this meme about everyone hates Scrappy-Doo, even though I saw a very interesting video a number of years ago on YouTube. This is the first time I thought of it. Where they basically established that the introduction of Scrappy-Doo basically revitalized the Scooby-Doo franchise. And ratings actually went up at the time. And I remember, I didn't used to like to watch Scooby-Doo, but one day I saw an episode with, I mean, this is, you know, early 90s, I'm a kid, and if it's at a time when the weekday afternoon network cartoons or the Saturday morning cartoons are not running, I have a choice between Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. You know, once I got cable, because I didn't have cable initially. Didn't get cable until 94, I think, yeah. And once I got cable, you know, I had a choice between Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon, and if something I didn't want to watch was on Nickelodeon, I had to turn to Cartoon Network, and I guess I normally wasn't interested in Scooby-Doo. but for whatever reason, I guess one of the episodes with Scrappy was on it. Hold on. And once one of those episodes was on, okay, and I actually saw Scrappy, I'm like, hey, it's a little kid. I'm a little kid. I relate to this, so I actually got into Scooby-Doo because of... Oh, okay, we didn't, That's the first time I got Ketchum Mode Start. Directly via... Hey, it's Sandshrew. On the blue table, a Pokemon we specifically know. You know, when you caught new Pokemon, I wish it would show, like, the Pokedex entry for them. That would be cool. And of course we have, the theme from the Pokemon anime. Okay. We have a good 90 seconds left. You only have to hit him one more time, I believe. Oh, come on. Yeah! Okay. We don't have to... There's no element of suspense. If you get him in the ball, you're gonna catch him. We have 20 minutes until the presentation begins. Now, come on, big, 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 big! Yay! 1 million points and bonus. Okay. Go to Meowth stage. Alright, Meowth. We love cats, so we're gonna beat the mess out of you. Oh, come on. Yeah. We're gonna assume this is the Team Rocket Meowth, and they kinda deserve it for being a little stinky butt. Oh, Jeb. Oh my goodness. Alright. Yeah, only once have I successfully cleared this, but you could definitely, Oh no, I didn't get have I not gotten a single gold coin? I haven't got a single gold coin. That's so embarrassing. Oh, come on. I'm not doing... Well, to be fair, I'm not playing this directly. I am actually playing this with a full, like, half-second, delay. Because I'm playing this with... Yeah, normally I have a monitor linked directly to my capture card. This time I'm actually playing it using my capture software on the computer, so I could have both my monitors open, and we could easily access... Oh, you... Nah, stinky, lame. And it looks like... I know he only has 3 fingers, right? But it looks like he's giving us the middle finger. Like, you didn't... Now, it's supposed to be doing oh, you didn't win, like, but it makes it look like he's doing something different than I'm not going to do on camera. Alright. Now, there we go. Yeah, for the next, I guess I'm going to... I know there was a big scary... warning screen, like, oh, here are the rules if you're going to restream Pokemon Presents, and I'm like, like, this really is not necessary. And like, oh, we reserve the right to take down inappropriate content. It's like, yeah, F you. Now, I'm not... the main thing I wanted to do was make sure I'd be able to stream this. Last year, I actually was not that impressed. What happened last year was I recorded it without going live, and it was just such a non-event to me that I didn't even bother posting it. The Pokemon Presents they did about in, like, the summer last year, I didn't even bother watching live. I actually didn't watch any of it until I was doing the audio check, because I'll use the, if a Nintendo Direct's coming up. Hey, if Azure Est is saying that they missed the alerts, that's okay. It's pretty early in the morning, and the event is still 18 minutes away. What you missed was I went and caught a Snorlax that was blocking the path. Yeah, happy Friday. Yeah, it's not every day I stream on a Friday, let alone in the morning. So most of my usual chat crew and silent squad are probably still asleep, especially those based on the west coast of the United States and the west coast of the western side of the Dominion of Canada. Well, do they still formally call it the Dominion of Canada? Because, like, yeah, we often call the United States America or the U.S. or the United States, but the formal name is the United States of America. Did I kill the Lorax? I hope not. If I killed the Lorax, I want some Onceler money to pay off my my various debts, and I definitely do not have Onceler money. Oh, that was, if you were wondering, I think that was a Diglett. That was a little ground type Pokemon. Yeah, that little guy on the side, is if that's what you were referring to. Yeah. Oh, and I got some exciting news, Azurest. All of my bilingual poems have been reviewed by experienced speakers and users of the language, and at this point, the only thing I have left to do is finalize the arrangement of the poems in the order I want to present them in, and send them over to the pitch and the manuscript over to the publisher for hopeful approval. And nice, we caught a Mr. Mime. This calls for a sip from my invisible water bottle. Oh, you got to 500 people on TikTok yesterday. Well, congratulations. I'm glad to hear that. Alright. And, oh. Sorry, Fat Fingers. I understood what you meant. What was the typo? I don't even see the typo. Oh, the congratulations has an M. Well, that's one of those things where my brain just automatically corrected it. Plus, the text for the chat is kind of tiny on screen relative to me. Now, I am wearing my glasses, but, you know, in real life, not just on my my VTuber model. You know, I'm actually wearing these same glasses in real life, but my real life glasses are not fitted for to be worn by a snout-having being. They are fitted for my flat human face, but now, now if we hey, doggone. Yeah, so last year, the event for the main reason I'm doing this is because I don't know if you know this specifically, Azurest, but today, February 27th, is the 30th anniversary of the release of the first Pokemon games, which were Pokemon Red and Green in Japan. Then, initially, they had a Pokemon Red and Green version. Then later on, they released a blue version. And as I was saying, some people's brains don't been wearing glasses so often now, it's starting to feel them when they're off. Yeah, like these are... Yeah, it wasn't until about a year ago. I've had glasses for years. Since 2021. I've vision correction glasses, because I did have a pair of specially prescribed dark tinted glasses in my teens and very early 20s that I wore throughout high school and throughout my first couple years of college that were dark. They were tinted for a sensory processing issue that would cause me to have these complex migraines that cause stroke-like symptoms, to put it very simply. But as soon as I was able to not wear those all the time, I stopped. And I didn't wear glasses again until 2021. It's funny, the story how I got to wear glasses. I was shopping at one of those warehouse club things, and they had a free, like, they were testing, like, equipment for an optometrist to do a remote examination on you, so the person manning, like, the little clinic didn't actually have to be a trained optometrist. They would just, like, have a doctor in like another state through like a webcam and using, they had like remote, I guess, control of the vision testing equipment. And I guess what happened was they just wanted to test the equipment, so they gave me a free eye exam, and they actually prescribed me glasses. Now, I identified as having good vision. And so I was surprised. They said, hey, your vision's great, but if you wear these glasses, you're going to love it. It's going to be better than 20/20. And then, a few years later, just because I pay for my health insurance and it included vision, I'm like, hey, why don't I just go ahead? I've had this plan for a couple years. Let me go ahead and actually get an eye exam, see if I need an upgraded prescription. And the thing is, even when I got those glasses in 2021, I would very rarely, I basically only when playing video games, and occasionally otherwise I would wear them. And so I went to the place for the eye exam, and they were like, they gave me a new pair of glasses. When I wore them, I was like, oh, me identifying as having good vision had nothing to do with the actual reality of the quality of my vision, because when I got my new prescription, I was shocked by, like, it felt like everything had this extreme fishbowl effect to them. Like, how do I need glasses this powerful? Like, geez. And then I took them off, and I'm like, wow, like, everything didn't look that great. Now, if I take them off and don't think too hard about it, in about a half hour, I'll get used to it again. But it is a significant difference to my ability to, like, see things and read things and have them be clear. So I've actually, and as I was saying, they had 2015 in 4th grade. You know, it's funny. I don't know what my, like, I guess that fraction or quotient is. For me, like, I just know 20/20 is, like, considered perfect. I don't know what my... And as I was saying, sharp vision makes them feel like they're high. Oh, yeah, and the story of when I got tested. I don't think I told this story on stream yet. So, they give me eye drops and start giving me the eye drops that, like, dilate your pupils. And then they took me out of the room, like, where they gave me the eye drops, to have me shop for new frames. And I chose new frames to put whatever prescription they gave me in, and I felt so accomplished having chosen the frames that I just left the store, the eyeglass store in the strip mall. And so I start driving home, and I'm like, wow, why is the sun so bright today? I mean, it was a sunny day before, but why is the sun so intensely bright out all of a sudden? And like I'm squinting, and then when I was about 5 minutes outside of the store, I was like on the highway already heading back to my apartment, and I was like, oh wait, I know why, because I had those silly eye drops and I forgot about them because I'm a silly pants. And right when I turned around to get back on the highway and go back to the eyeglass place, I got the phone. It's like, hey, come back, we didn't do your eye exam yet. And it's like, yeah, here I come. And so I got back, and you know, everything was still in effect, and they were able to do the test and everything. And then they gave me these awful disposable sunglasses. And, like, when you think disposable sunglasses, right, you'd think of, like, those old cardboard blue and red 3D glasses, right? No. It wasn't that. It was, like, these awful plastic, like, things. And, like, the plastic was, like, had these sharp edges. And it was, like, how is anyone supposed to function like this? Okay. Alright, I set my... And as you're saying, people still dilated, that's why they call it a highway. Feel like you're high, your eye goofed up, and your parents broke up in grade 6. Oh, okay. Was it just... I mean, was it... You think it was stress-induced, or... Because that sounds like a very specific, like, cause and effect. Alright, let me... get a little bit of water. Okay. Now. Okay. Now. Alright, so they read up and that's the norm. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's, I mean, lots of, considering all the other health problems that can be caused simply by stress, the fact that vision, which would seem to be one of the more delicate and precise, body functions, it's kind of, you'd think that stress would affect vision more, almost, more often than you actually hear about. Now, this is an Ekans, which I raised an Ekans once into an Arbok, but the cute thing is that Ekans is literally just snake spelled backwards. I don't know what its Japanese name is, or if there's a similar play on words. Yeah. Oh, and Azurest, I don't know if I told you, but I am working on a couple of new autism videos. I may work on one after the Pokemon Presents. I don't plan to... And so in 6... Yeah, I don't know how long I'll be streaming and commenting after the Pokemon Presents event itself. But I do know that if at most I'll spend like 5 to 10 minutes giving my afterthoughts. One thing I definitely hope not to see, I don't know, it's the 30th anniversary. There's a very strong chance that they're going to reveal the new Pokemon games. I'm not going to. There was a major leak from Game Freak, a credible leak, about maybe 7-8 months ago, as to what the new generation of Pokemon games for Switch 2 would be called, and where it would be based off of, and the kind of themes they were coming up with. But there's a good chance that we may get the new generation of Pokemon games. The last generation of Pokemon games I played and enjoyed and actually completed was Pokemon Sun and Moon, which were revealed 10 years... Wow, Pokemon Sun and Moon were revealed 10 years ago as part of the 20th anniversary of Pokemon. And so for the 30th anniversary, they'll probably reveal a new generation. Since Sun and Moon, there have been Pokemon Sword and Shield and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I've tried playing Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet, and I was rather unimpressed with the games. Like, the last Pokemon games on 3DS, Sun and Moon, were really the last times that I felt that Game Freak's... what they presented me in the game was suitably appropriate in terms of quality control and my expectations for a new generation. And, yes, Sword was a disappointment, and Scarlet was... Or I think actually I was playing Violet, was a disappointment. So, I'm definitely, I don't know, like, they got into a habit of releasing these games too far apart. Yeah, I won't be taking any appointments today. Yeah, if it was not Pokemon Day, I probably would have stayed home or made sure I was someplace where I could watch it live on my tablet or something. But what I would do is probably not stream it. But because it's the 10th anniversary, we might get some major big new news. I want to show my appreciation for the franchise, even though I am very frustrated with their patent trolling, trying to sue the competition out of existence. It's absolutely pathetic because Pokemon Sun and Moon, the development and conceptualization of Pokemon Sun and Moon was very specifically in the context of another sort of creature catching and taming RPG called Yokai Watch, which, compared to Pokemon on the Pokemon game that had already been out on the 3DS, Sun and Moon, was rather ambitious and very... when I played Yokai Watch, I didn't like it. Wasn't compelled to play through it, but I definitely felt, you know what? This is very high quality, and it's embarrassing that Pokemon, as big of a franchise it is, isn't matching this quality in terms of its presentation and ambition. Then Sun and Moon was very specifically a response to the innovations made by Yokai Watch, and they made innovations of their own. I was very happy. Hey, it's Bellsprout. Yeah, Sandshrew, Bellsprout, Meowth, those are all blue version exclusives, therefore they appear on the blue table in Pokemon Pinball. No. Oh, come on, Pikachu. You could do a little better to now I have to get the ball up to the upper part of the table and hit it on, knock it around on those shoulders. I only have 90 seconds left. We'll see. We'll get it up there. Oh my goodness. Why? Okay. Yeah, the Great Ball still has the S on it for Super Ball, which is a name they could not use in the Western world. Alright. Alright, let's we have 4 minutes to spare. So what we'll do, okay, now I need to go to Hush. Okay. Okay, there's the corner of the window. Make that bad boy big. Alright. So we're ready for... We'll play for 2 more minutes. No, I meant to have it set for 2 minutes, not 2 seconds. We do not want... There we go. That's more like it. There we go. And we have about a minute. Okay. C-A-T-C-H. Yeah! We'll go ahead and catch a Bellsprout right before. Oh, we have a slot. Okay, please let the... Now I want to get down to the lower table and it's not letting me. Okay. Come on, come on. Come on. Alright, let's save. We'll, go ahead and make that go away. And, we're T-minus 60 seconds. Until the event starts, and we'll see what the future of Pokemon holds. So, hi everyone who may be joining me just now. We'll, yeah, I don't expect to be particularly impressed, but it looks like YouTube has special things on it just for Pokemon today. Alright, so any second now. Hush. It is premieres at 9:01 a.m. now. Oh, no. That was just something else. I got excited for a second. Excuse me. Hopefully the volume on the video is good and it's the same as their last Pokemon Presents. It will begin shortly, it says now. Any second now. Alright. I mean, if they do a new generation, I just really hope it ends up... Like, I don't want to give them my money. I just don't. It's frustrating. I hope the people who are... if this, I just hope this actually reflects quality. The last two games, last two generations, I was really disappointed by basic lapse of quality control. And I just hope that's not the case this time around. This is awkward. Okay. We, apparently we have to... Okay, good. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're officially good. Alright, we're officially good. Alright. Whew. And this countdown thing, this is not part of the video, this is just part of the YouTube interface. So... Okay, good. Alright. Yeah, they're not. This is not a live event like the old E3 presentations that Nintendo used to do back in the day. No, this is a pre-recorded video. So we're guaranteed any cringe moments will be by design. But, alright, so, here's to the future of this franchise I love but have very mixed feelings about in terms of its current management. And of course, let me know. Hopefully, you should be able to hear the games well. Hey, we were just playing that a few minutes ago. Yeah, just one game after another. All the main RPGs, I guess, as they call them. Well, it's interesting seeing that they include Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee in that.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Today, February 27, is Pokemon Day. This is the date the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were
Yeah, of course
first
they have him
released in
standing there
Japan,
like Professor
marking
Oak.
the beginning of the Pokemon series. In those first two titles, 151 Pokemon made their appearance. Now, a total of 1,025 Pokemon have been discovered. And these diverse Pokemon have been part of the stories trainers worldwide have been able to experience. This year marks the Pokemon series' 30th, a milestone reached because of your support. Thank you, each and every one of you.
And sometimes in spite
We
of your
hope you will
confidence,
all
but
enjoy
whatever.
seeing how Pokemon
Incompetence.
continues to evolve. In today's broadcast, we'll share all the latest news about Pokemon. Please enjoy the presentation.
I hope so. Let's see. I feel like I'm more likely to get excited for spin-off stuff than any main series-related stuff that they decide to share. Also, it looks like they're going to put Red and Blue on the Virtual Console, on the Nintendo Switch Online finally. Really? That's cute. Yeah, that's cute. 45 songs, 45 cartridges. Alright, it's a toy. Game Music Collection.
I'm Junichi Masuda, and I handled the music and
That
sound
looks
effects
like a
for the
good,
Pokemon Red
you
version
know,
and Pokemon Blue
desk,
version
a
video
good,
games. You can now play all 45 songs from the games on the small player inspired by the Game Boy system. We took particular care to make the audio sound just like Game Boy, so I hope you enjoy listening while swapping out cartridges.
yeah, that'll be a good thing for your, I guess, a cabinet, a curio cabinet, perhaps. I don't see it,
Hello, Pokemon trainers.
me
and
using
happy
it a
Pokemon
whole
Day.
lot.
I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company.
Yeah,
International,
not that Chris
and I'm
Brown,
thrilled
different
to
Chris
share
Brown,
news
everybody.
about the 2026 Pokemon World Championships, which will be taking place alongside our new fan experience, Pokemon XP in San Francisco. The 2026 Pokemon World Championships will once again welcome nearly 3,000 competitors from all over the world.
I was never interested in going to any of
the
these,
Video Game
but best
Championships
wishes to
will
anyone who
battle
does
for the
go. I
first
hope you have a
time
lot of
in
fun.
Pokemon Champions, while their fellow competitors will battle in the Pokemon trading card game, Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Unite. Each of the final matches of these games will be held at the Chase Center, an arena that's 3 times the size as last year's finals. Years ago, we started on a mission to create the most exciting
It's kind of wild
Pokemon
that
event
it's gotten
for
to
our
this point where
competitors
they
and
could
their
actually
families.
justify
As
an
the World
arena.
Championships evolved, we saw an opportunity to expand even further and deliver a one-of-a-kind experience where trainers around the world can come together in celebrating their fandom.
Yeah, I mean, in a
As
certain
we
way, people
celebrate
talk
30
about
years of
Pokemania
Pokemon,
in the past
we invite
tense,
all
but
of you to the
this
inaugural
right here
Pokemon
is
Expo.
bigger than Pokemania.
Fans of all ages can expect fun activities, including interactive exhibits.
I don't
pin
think
trading,
anyone ever
cosplay
thought that
showcases,
it would get
unique
this
panels,
big
hands-on
back in the days of
workshops,
Pokemania.
exciting
And it's
partner
bigger than
collaborations,
back then. It's just
and
the
of
fact
course, visiting the Pokemon Center
that having
pop-up store.
a
To celebrate
massive,
this new
I
experience,
guess,
today,
multimedia
we're giving
franchise
you a
just
first look at a
overwhelmed pop
truly
culture
special
so
piece of
abruptly
art
was kind of a novel
illustrating
thing,
Pokemon
but
XP
yeah, I'd
alongside
say
the
it's definitely
highly
bigger now than it
anticipated
was back
World
then.
Championships.
Raykaza cable car spotted on the left.
Whether you're joining us in person in San Francisco or from home on our live stream, we can't wait to see you this August. Thank you, Pokemon trainers.
Yeah, so Pokemon being added to the Virtual Console, or the Nintendo Switch Online, the original games going on Switch Online. I mean, we just got the Game Boy Advance remakes of Gen 1 added a few weeks ago, or like a week ago maybe, so we have new news for the trading card game, which I don't play anymore. I kind of collect, but I've been on pause for the last several years. I do have binders, and I do have tons of unopened booster packs actually still, so lots of focus on legendaries here. Releasing simultaneously worldwide. Alright, so a new line based on legendaries. Pokemon Go 10th anniversary. I can't believe that's been 10 years. Wait, that means that's absurd that it's weird to think that Pokemon Go has existed for a third of the franchise's
A
lifespan.
huge range of Pokemon that have appeared in Pokemon Go so far will return.
And Josh is saying
And
that
there's a
they
two-day
got a phone
Pokemon Go
call.
tour event
Okay.
starting tomorrow. We also have a promo code to share.
Yeah, it's really weird thinking that Pokemon Go has existed for protagonist. Okay.
Here.
Yay, Red and Pikachu, the original protagonist, are coming to some whatever Pokemon mobile game that I'll never play is.
Let your curiosity shine! Like a twinkling star!
Double anniversary. 6.5 year celebration. Either 5 or 10. The 6.5 is like, okay. I have no clue what this art style is for. I think this is for an existing... Is this for Pokemon? Okay, Pokemon Cafe Remix. I don't know, like, when I looked at the gameplay, it doesn't look like gameplay to me. I mean, adorable little Pokemon running a cafe should be about as like, me aesthetic as it should be. Like, it should be totally right up my alley, but the gameplay just never looked appealing. Oh, Pokemon Sleep. And I played this for a couple of weeks. No, for about a month and a half, maybe, and then I realized... Wait, there's no end to this. I can never beat this game. All this is doing is... It's just going to continuously tempt me with endgame purchases. And at that point, like, having a game, having to wake up every day. A nice little reference to the,
To celebrate Pokemon
4th or
Day,
5th
Zapdos,
Pokemon movie there,
Moltres, and
with
Articuno
Latios and
will be
Latios
joining the
looking like
fray.
they're in that Venice or wherever that was.
The magnificent power of the 3 legendary bird Pokemon comes together. Soar stylishly into battle. You can participate in the event to unlock their Unite licenses. And even more Pokemon are scheduled to be
Yeah,
added.
I don't know anything
Don't miss
about...
what's coming.
Typhlosion was not in Pokemon Unite. I mean, it's not that I'd ever play that game anyway, but... Oh yeah, I forgot it's on Switch as well. Trading card game Pocket. Another one of those games that I never even downloaded because it's just eventually going to start, it's eventually just going to goad you into making in-game purchases, and if I'm going to buy Pokemon cards, I'd rather buy real ones and not app Pokemon cards. Yeah, they give you a certain number of free digital trading card packs, and then they start making you pay for more. You get, I think you get one a day or something like that. Oh, you get Pokemon, Gale of Darkness. That's an interesting choice. Not to do Pokemon Coliseum first. I really find it odd that we got Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness on the Switch 2 Switch Online service before we got Pokemon Red and Blue, just for Game Boy. I understand the storyline in this game. I played Pokemon Coliseum, which is, this game is a sequel to Pokemon Coliseum. And I understand the storyline's a bit darker than typical Pokemon games. But, yeah, that didn't... Why pay for a voiceover? Yeah, why bother paying for a voiceover for that?
Hello everyone, I'm Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company.
Takato
I'd like to give you
Utsunomiya,
all some
Chief
additional
Operating
updates
Officer.
as we share the latest news on our games. First off, we have information regarding the Pokemon Fire Red
Isn't this
version
already
and
out?
Pokemon Leaf Green
As of like a
version
week ago?
games coming to Nintendo Switch.
I guess not still.
The Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green games, remakes of the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games in Japan, were released on Game Boy Advance in 2004. Today, these games have been made available to play once more as download-exclusive titles on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2.
Wait, this isn't part of the Switch Online?
We also plan to make these titles compatible with Pokemon Home.
I thought it
in
was
the
part
future.
of like the Game Boy Advance Switch
This way,
Online. They're
you
saying
can bring
download
Pokemon
only, like you
obtained in
download them
other
as separate
Pokemon
games.
RPG series titles on adventures with you, or you can send Pokemon to visit Pokemon Champions. We hope you look forward to it.
So they made the Game Boy Advance Pokemon
Next,
game
we have some news about
re-releases
Pokemon Champions.
compatible with the newest Pokemon games. That's pretty dope. Not representative actual gameplay experience. Stadium not included. And I see one player is on a Switch and the other is on a mobile. Yeah, I'm wondering. Yeah, so I guess it was crossplay already a thing for whatever game this is. This is cute. That is a very old bus, though. That bus looks like it's from the 1960s. I don't even know what form of Raichu that is. Yeah, I have honestly not kept up with the Pokemon games. Switch route, okay. Okay, so this game isn't even out yet, but it is going to have crossplay apparently.
We the chair.
Yeah, it's cute.
Next up is news about the Mega Dimension DLC for the Pokemon Legends ZA game, the newest title in the Pokemon series. Please take a look at this video.
I'm happy for whoever this concerns. This is something you're excited for. But, I played Pokemon Legends Arceus. I was very excited about the future of Pokemon at that point. I stopped playing Arceus when they announced Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, what seemed like almost immediately afterwards. And I thought because of what I experienced in Legends Arceus that I could expect high quality standards from the next Pokemon games, and it turns out that was not the case. I was very disappointed by Scarlet and Violet, and that's basically concluded my interest in the series, unfortunately, at this point. They're really going to have to blow me away for me to dignify any of this any further, as far as the main games go. If there are any cool spin-offs, I'll totally check them out, but... And of course, Flygon still doesn't have a Mega, because life isn't fair. Yeah, not much to say about this. At least not for me. Paid DLC available for purchase now. For Switch and Switch 2 editions of the game. Yay.
A new Mega Evolution of Garchomp, Mega Garchomp Z, has been discovered. This mystery gift will become available for the Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension DLC after this presentation concludes. After claiming this gift, you'll be able to detect a special hyperspace distortion where you can encounter Mega Garchomp Z. You can obtain a Garchompite Z stone by winning a battle against Mega Garchomp Z in the special pocket of hyperspace.
This must
Next
sound like
up, we
total
have some
gibberish
news
if
about
you're not
Pokemon
familiar
Pokopia.
with Pokemon and how these newer games work. Not representative of actual gameplay experience. Hey, I bet there's a Rotom in that speaker system. I'll be shocked if there isn't. Nice. Well, there is now. Oh, Rotom Stereo. Stereo Rotom.
Is that curious-looking stereo a Rotom? Did it get enticed by the music and hop inside?
Yeah, if you don't know, Rotom
It's really
is...
energetic and seems to go by DJ Rotom. What happens if you give it a CD in the game?
Yeah, Rotom is a little ghost-type Pokemon that likes to inhabit consumer electronics and appliances.
It can help liven up the town with a
bring them to
variety
life.
of music. Ditto and the others are grooving to the beat too. Let's
is this
listen
for that
to DJ Rotom's specially selected
Pokemon
tracks while I introduce you to the world of Pokemon
Pokopia.
Pokopia.
Yeah, I'm not gonna... This looks cute, but I'm not
Ditto
gonna...
first encounters Professor Tangrowth in a wasteland that was once a town.
I'm not gonna play this.
It seems like Ditto is working alongside other Pokemon to develop the town. Wow, they're sure fired up. Of course, you can't give your all on an empty stomach. It looks like Riolu wants something to eat too. But how do you cook?
I don't know. Like, this is, like, Pokopia is closer than most things to luring me into playing or into paying to play a modern Pokemon
That silhouette.
I think I've seen pictures of this
Greedent
Pokemon,
appeared.
but I've never.
It
I
sounds
don't know
like
its
everyone
name.
calls
Like,
it Chef
we should
Dente.
do a stream one day where I like.
Chef Dente can teach you how
Yeah,
to
I
cook all
don't know.
sorts
Like,
of dishes.
I'd say at this point I don't know at least half the Pokemon, if not more than
Each
half.
Pokemon has different foods they prefer.
And I'd say I could. I'd probably be unable to name
Some
about
dishes
half the
will even
Pokemon
power
right now,
up your
honestly.
moves when you eat them. This will make it even easier to develop the town. Try bringing Pokemon you've befriended on an outing. In multiplayer mode, you can visit other players' towns. You
That's
can play with up to
nice.
3 other people. First, let's play some hide and seek. I wonder where everyone's hiding. Ah, there you are. There's someone here, too.
I know, like, this character you're playing as
But
is not
where's the
actually a
last
human
one?
being. They are a Ditto that's impersonating a human.
You can transform into objects, too. That
So,
was a
like-
fun game of hide and seek.
I don't know. Is something slightly uncanny
By
about
working
them?
together, you could even build something this big.
Okay, I thought they were building the St. Anne at first, but I guess not.
Together, you can develop a town. Or go on far-off adventures. New encounters may await you as well. Every day, the world gets bigger and bigger. Developing a town, one step at a time.
If it were not for...
Pokemon Pokopia.
This is, like, more enticing to me than
Available on
anything
March
else
5th.
Pokemon is offering to me right now. Oh, it's not even out yet. It comes out, like, on a Switch 2 exclusive, I'm done. I'm not getting a Switch 2 just to play that. I didn't realize it was a collaboration with Koei Tecmo.
Pokemon Pokopia releases next week on Thursday, March 5th. We hope you enjoy working with Pokemon to develop a town from the ground up.
Yeah, not for me.
Today, we covered all of the information you see here.
Real. That's nice that they included this image, but
We'd like
you-
to end our presentation today with one
okay.
final video for you all.
80% chance this is going to be the new generation of
Thank you for
Pokemon that got
tuning
leaked
in.
a few months ago. I wish it hadn't gotten leaked. That would have made this a little more exciting, but that's assuming that's even what this is. And if it comes out, I hope it does not come out for another, like, 2 years. Gold and silver? Is that what this is? Oh. Okay, they're going through each generation. Okay, alright. They're going through each generation. We're in Gen 5, New York City hype for Unova. This could just be a retrospective thing, or it could be leading up to a new generation reveal. Yeah, Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, I think this is going to be the new generation. Because they're seeing the islands and stuff. I guess I did hear about the leaks, so. Hi. Hi. Pikachu mom and dad, apparently. I don't know. Okay, they're just gonna tease the next generation. Okay, no, we're getting it now. It's exactly as the leaks described so far. I admit I have chills right now. But there's like a hollow, like, emptiness at the center of them. Wow, Yeah, I trusted Scarlet and Violet, and I was rewarded. Oh, here are new starters. All three of you look weird, and I love it. Brout is our Pombon. Gekwa. Hey there, Azure. The new Pokemon generation is being revealed. If it's going to be called probably Pokemon Wind and Waves, according to the leaks, we'll see what... Oh, we have this underwater world as well. No. I trusted Scarlet and Violet when they were revealed, and I was rewarded with trash. Pokemon Winds and Pokemon Waves, not Wind. Okay, Winds and Waves, okay. Yeah, 2027. I wish it was 2028. Like, it's such a shame. Like, I trusted Scarlet and Violet, and I was rewarded with trash. So, there we go. There's the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. There was a Pokemon mobile game that got revealed for...
Say it again.
Bundle and save on insurance with Liberty Bippity.
Yeah, there's a Pokemon...
Swoons.
Yeah, there was
Such
a Pokemon
majestic birds.
puzzle game that got announced during the last Nintendo
Only
Direct
pay
that I
for what
never
you
heard
need.
about otherwise. And I only heard about it because I was doing tests for I was doing tests for the audio on the current for this stream I'm doing right now. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and call it there. Oh yeah, of course it's this track. You know, this now has official lyrics in English and in Tokipona. Yeah, but I won't share those now. I'll see you all next time, and thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow